Okay, so does anybody here have a favorite video game that they like to play?
Yes.
Eastwood.
Fortnite.
Fortnite? Okay, you love playing Fortnite, and I know a lot of other people too. Okay, so let's say that Aaron really loves playing Fortnite. On Tuesday, he plays 1 hour. On Thursday, he plays 2 hours. And on Friday, he plays 5 whole hours, because it's the end of the week. By the end of the week, how many hours did Aaron play total? So can anybody tell me, how is this problem different from a lot of the other problems we've done before? Liz.
A lot of words.
There's
no equation.
You're right. So there are a lot of words here, a lot of information, and no equation. And so that's why these problems are called word problems. And what we're trying to do here is find the answer to the question that they're asking us at the end, right? So by the end of the week, how many hours did Aaron play? So we're going to take certain steps to find the answers to these problems. First, we're going to underline the question. What are they actually asking us? Circle the information, right? What information are they telling us to answer this problem? Cross out any extra info because that can be kind of confusing. We're going to choose the operation that we're using and sketch beside the problem. Sometimes, for example, if I'm giving 2 apples to Liz and 2 apples to Eastwood, it's easier if we draw out the apples that we're giving so we can count. And then we're going to work to find the answer. So I put our steps into a song. Does everybody know the sound of the Addams Family song?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. So we're going to do that together. I'm going to point to the words so you can see. Okay. Okay, are you ready? We're going to start here. Underline the question, circle information, cross out extra info, the analyzing thing. Choose the operation, sketch beside the problem, work to find the answer, the problem solving thing. Awesome! Thank you guys.
Alright.
Okay, oh my gosh. Alright, so now that we know our steps, let's go through it here with the problem. So first we're going to underline the question. What is this question actually asking us? Usually it comes at the end, right? Ends with a question mark. So can anybody tell me, what are they actually asking us here? Liz?
How many hours did Aaron play total?
Awesome, right. So right here they're asking us, the real question is, how many hours did Aaron play total? So I'm going to underline that. Okay. So now, can anybody tell me what the really important information is here? Usually they'll have numbers. They'll tell us really important, like the question, let's refer back. How many hours? What do you think? Liz?
1 hour, 2 hours, and 5 hours.
You're right. So some important information here is Tuesday 1 hour, Thursday 2 hours, and Friday 5 hours. A lot of times it makes it a lot easier if I write it down. So I'm going to say Tuesday 1 hour, Thursday 2 hours, and Friday a whole 5 hours, right? Sometimes writing it down can help organize it because there's a lot of information here. Now, we've already talked about what's important. Can anyone tell me what's not important? Right? We're going to cross that out. So do we need to know that Aaron loves playing Fortnite?
No.
No, we don't need to know. So we're going to get rid of that. So now the next step is that we're going to choose the operation. So a lot of times that can be the hardest part. But there's a lot of ways that it can help us, and one of them is looking at the question for certain words. So we're either going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide, and sometimes a whole bunch of them, and we're going to look at what words are in the question. So for add, we're going to look for words like sum, total, altogether, increased by. Subtract, we're going to be looking for difference, fewer, remain. Multiply each area, equal groups, and divide, half, split, divided by, and shared equally. So can anybody look at the question here and tell me, are there any words that match? Liz?
Total.
Right, okay, so we have total here in the addition, and here it's asking how many hours did Aaron play total. So you're right, we're probably going to be adding. So I'm going to, important. So now we're going to sketch beside the problem. A lot of times it helps if we can see what we're doing. So we know that we're going to do like a little calendar, right? On Tuesday, right? We know that we did 1 hour.